What's up, Epic 7? Welcome to my quick guide on how to get really high scores on the yellow Prongo with the dark team. We're first going to run Mediator Queric, putting him on the strawberry cake ice cream. He is a warrior, so he does hit hard. We'll run Sea Phantom Politis as our stripper and with Song of Stars to apply target. Inos is our principal defense breaker on Celestine to keep everyone healthy. And for a DPS, we'll be running Lone Crescent Bologna. If you don't have Lone Crescent Bologna, you could run Commander Lorena in her place, but Lone Crescent Bologna is super good in this. So, to start out the fight, first, we're going to give everybody Rage with the S3. This team is incredibly stable because of how many duplications of skills we have. The defense breaks, the strips, buffs. We'll burn Inos to get a 2-turn defense break. Remember, without the burn, it's only 1 turn. We'll go ahead and use our S3 to apply Vigor to ourselves, so that we'll have Vigor and Rage going into these shots. Now, her S3 doesn't hit super hard because it's a penetration skill, and we've already got defense break, but hey, we take it. There's the buff block. She claps back. Now we're going to use Queric to S3. This will give attack buff, get rid of all of these buff blocks. Immunity for everybody. And now we'll S2 to strip that attack buff. We get rid of that attack buff, and of course we get 15%. So that's 15%. It does happen once in a while. We strip it with that, but we get 15% on the target debuff, so 2 15%. It is what it is. Slap back, extra damage, hitting really hard. We'll soul burn for the defense break on this. 100% defense break sticks. We'll get Song of Stars to give us a target note. We get 15% for a 3rd time, so that's 3 15%. Lovely. Robbing us of some points. We'll S1 here for extra damage. Prongo sends back the debuffs to us, so we got a defense break on us. I could S3 here for the healing, or I could S1 for the defense break. If I S3 for the healing, that would be nice, and the speed buff's nice, but I'm just going to S1 because we have more hits to come in. There's our defense break. Because the defense breaks up, the S3 won't hit as hard as the S1, so we'll just S1 for some points. Now let's get target. For the first time, Polly doesn't get 15%. It will push up here. We'll get hit, clap back. There's 2 hits. We need 8 total. We're going to S3 to give Rage buff to everybody and to activate C Polly's dual attacks. May as well S3 here. There's no defense break, so the penetration is pretty good value. So we'll S3 into the target debuff. We'll soul burn for the guaranteed defense break. 100% chance 2-turn defense break. Got it. And we'll go ahead and S1 for the push. We're up to 4 hits. We need to get to 8 hits to clear phase. So there's 5 hits, 6 hits, 7 hits. We need 1 more hit, and that's pretty easily done here. 8 hit. We can now push phase. I don't want to S3 here because he strips with this jump, right? See... So instead, we'll just S1 and go for a dual attack. Because he'll strip the attack and the speed buff. So we'll save that for next round. Okay, so there's the strip. We do the clap back into the defense break and target. C Poly can strip the buff and do an extra attack. Bologna S1s into the defense break and the target for really big damage. You know what? I was thinking about burning it, but we're going to save it because we want to get the 2-turn debuff off of Inos, except, ooh, this is where he throws everything back. So let's S3 to get immunity. You know what? I'm going to burn this because that'll give us 3 turns of immunity, and that'll get us through the entire rest of the fight. 3-turn immunity, 3-turn attack buff worth. So here we'll S3 because there's no strip with this. So this will give us a speed buff and an attack buff to the entire team. Can't be stripped. Pop. Pop, pop. Unfortunately, we lose the defense break. And Inos is pretty far back. So since we have no defense break, we'll S3. So we get at least the penetration bonus from her S3 skill. And here we could hit the crystal, but instead I'm going to S3 the boss. The attack down plus the barriers should keep us alive. We'll dual attack, re-upping the target debuff. Now we just need to burn to get that defense break. Got it. Another hit. Now we've got target and defense break pretty much the rest of the fight. So hit there. Let's re-up the target for 2 turns. Hit again. Bang, bang. Oh, we lost the defense break, but hey, it was the last hit anyway. 5 million points in a single entry against the respawning, the Prongo, the Last Dragon Prongo. Okay, so I need to mosey up here and grab this chest to re-up my Snakehead figurine, because you got to use an object to get the bonus for Snakehead figurine. So chests are great for that. This team, we're going to run Sinful Angelica, Kitty Clarissa, Harsetti, and Commander Lorena. This should be an incredibly high-scoring team. We're going to have Celestine on Sinful Angelica. Prophetic Candlestick probably would have been better. We're going to run Kitty Clarissa on Sigurd to give her some form of self-sustain. Our Beautiful Seasons on Commander Lorena. And Harsetti, we're going to put on Caladra for 30% damage boost, because we should always have defense break up with Harsetti on the team. 75% chance to defense break. What could go wrong? Okay, so we'll start out the fight by putting up her buff and giving everyone an attack buff. Now we're going to want to cleanse the buff blocks that are going to happen on this next hit, so I'm going to sandbag Kitty and just do a regular S1. Maybe we get lucky. Maybe we get a dual attack off of it, right? Oh, we did, and we get 15%ed, no defense break, but that's okay. We'll S1 here, and we get 15%ed again, no defense break. You saw it said the word resist. It's not like it just didn't hit. We at least got the attack down on the other hit. We'll S1 into our missing defense break that we got 15% on twice in a row. We'll S3, this will cleanse the buff blocks. Now we need to get rid of the attack buff off of Prongo, so we'll S2 to get rid of the attack buff so that he can't stun everybody. Good, we got that. We'll dual attack here. Nice solid hit. Man, if we had only had the defense breaks up, this would be so many points. But it's okay. Now we can S1, get our defense break, except no, we get 15%ed again. 3 times in a row. 3 times in a row we've been 15%ed on our defense break. Crazy. S1, dual attack with Kitty. That's kind of useless, but sure. Dual attack again. Hit. May as well just S1 here for a dual attack. Okay, we're starting to get a little bit hurt here. We'll S1 into here. Harsetti should proc the crystal, so we'll S1, try to get a defense break. Hey, we got a defense break now. You know why we got the defense break now? Because this is a round where Prongo sends all the debuffs back to us, so that's a treat. So we'll S1 here, dual attack with Lorena. I want to save the S3 for the transition phase. Now we are... Everybody's sealed. There's 1 hit, 2 hits. Kitty Clarissa can transform. I was wrong. It wasn't the throwback phase. It was the seal phase. I was griping about nothing. 3, 4. We got a soul burn. 5. And an extra hit for 6. Now Harsetti can S1. Please, Harsetti, defense break. No, we got resisted a 4th time! 15% in PvE, guys. And I know you may be thinking, well, maybe he just doesn't have the effectiveness. I checked. Harsetti has 210 effectiveness inside of AI. There's no way those are being resisted. Legitimately, 15% at 4 times in a row. We didn't get a defense break the entire time in a functional way. That robs so many points, guys. This would have been such a high score. I think easily we would have been at the 10 million mark. Hopefully you guys can get to the 10 million mark. I got shafted because Epic 7 has decided to not keep to their promise and find ways to remove 15% from PvE. So there you go. That's a whole thing. Hopefully this video helps you guys out, shows you a new way to use Harsetti in Ancient Inheritance. Don't forget to like and subscribe. Make sure you write your congressman, president, or local Smilegate community manager and let them know that 15% has got to go in 2025. I'll catch you later, Epic 7.